Cedar Falls, Missouri, population 4,300. The kind of town where neighbors wave, strangers smile, and secrets rarely last long. So when 29-year-old nurse Emily Hart vanished one cool October evening, it wasn't just a missing persons case. It was a fracture in the heart of a community that thought it knew everyone and everything. What started as a presumed random act of violence soon unraveled into something far more disturbing and far closer to home than anyone expected. On the night of October 14th, Emily Hart finished her 12-hour shift at Cedar Falls General Hospital. Colleagues say she was tired, but in good spirits. She left around 7:20 p.m., declined a ride home, and was last seen walking across the hospital parking lot to her silver Honda Civic. She never made it home. When she failed to show up for work the next morning, her best friend and co-worker, Kara Simmons, called her repeatedly. No answer. By noon, she reported Emily missing. Her car was later found abandoned 2 blocks from her apartment. The driver's side door was unlocked. Her purse and phone were missing. There were no signs of a struggle, just silence. Police began treating the case as a likely abduction. Small towns like Cedar Falls rarely see this level of fear. Locals formed search parties. Flyers blanketed gas stations and church doors. The FBI was called in within 48 hours. A community known for potlucks and prayer circles was now steeped in paranoia. Initial leads went cold. Surveillance footage from the hospital lot showed nothing unusual. No witnesses, no struggle, no trace. Authorities began exploring the possibility that this wasn't random, that Emily may have known her abductor. As investigators dug deeper, a more complex picture of Emily emerged. Behind her warm smile and trusted reputation was a private life she kept carefully guarded. Her phone records revealed regular calls and encrypted messages to an unknown number, later traced to a burner phone. DNA on a wine glass in her apartment led to a man not listed in her known contacts. That man was Aaron Blake, a married paramedic from a neighboring town. The two had been in an on-and-off relationship for nearly a year, a relationship Emily had threatened to expose after discovering Aaron had lied about filing for divorce. Friends confirmed. The week before she disappeared, Emily confided that she was done being a secret. She was planning to tell Aaron's wife. Aaron initially cooperated, providing an alibi. He claimed he was on shift during the time of Emily's disappearance. But a closer look at hospital logs revealed a suspicious 40-minute gap during his shift, explained only by a supply run with no documentation. Even more troubling, a neighbor's security camera, which police had initially overlooked, showed a vehicle matching Aaron's truck near the site where Emily's car was found. 12 minutes before police arrived, on October 28th, 2 hikers found a shallow grave just outside a wooded trail 15 miles from Cedar Falls. Inside was Emily Hart. She had been strangled. Forensic analysis later confirmed a fiber match between the rope used and a spool found in Aaron's garage. The evidence was now overwhelming. Aaron Blake was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. Under pressure, he finally confessed. The confrontation with Emily that night turned heated. She told him she had already written a letter to his wife. In a moment of rage and desperation, he claimed, "I just wanted to stop her from ruining everything." Cedar Falls will never forget Emily Hart. Her memorial drew hundreds, patients she once cared for, colleagues, neighbors. In the wake of her death, the hospital established the Emily Hart Foundation, offering support to domestic violence victims and mental health counseling for staff. Her story is a tragic reminder. Not all dangers lurk in the shadows. Sometimes they wear a uniform, smile in the hallway, walk the same roads. And sometimes the truth, no matter how hidden, finds its way to the surface.